Some things last forever, but our character's one of them. It's rather typical in Western cartoons for characters to never age. South Park's youngsters are stuck in 4th grade, and who knows exactly how old the Scooby Gang should be by now. These aren't vampires or immortals who are locked in everlasting adolescence because the tale requires it, but rather characters stuck in perpetual adolescence anyway. Let's take a look at 10 shows where the characters don't age. Number 10. Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. Ash Ketchum began his journey when he was 10 years old, and he has remained 10 years old in every version of the franchise since then. Despite the fact that he has been alive for more than 2 decades, he is still 10 years old, and according to what we know, he will always be 10 years old. Just because the anime creators chose to represent him that way. Unlike the Pokemon games, which frequently introduce new or adaptable characters, the anime series quickly determined that Ash and Pikachu's relationship was critical to the show's success. The reasons behind this are difficult to pinpoint, and many people consider Ash to be a mediocre hero at best. It's vital to remember that Pokemon is a children's show, not an adolescent one. Consistency and familiarity are important to small toddlers. What would happen if Mickey Mouse lived to be 100 years old? Ash Ketchum's look has changed throughout time, but his basics have remained the same since that's what sells. Number 9. South Park. South Park, which has been on the air for nearly 23 years, is not far behind The Simpsons in terms of long-running animated series. South Park's characters, like The Simpsons, live through and remark on key world events from the 1990s through 2020, although they seldom age, and if they do, it's not by much. Despite surviving through many presidential administrations and many more than 2 Christmases, the characters of South Park have only aged 2 years throughout the series. Number 8. The Last Airbender. The history of Avatar: The Last Airbender spans around a year in universe, so the characters don't age much from beginning to end. Aang and Toph are both 12 years old at the start, though Aang is actually 112. Katara and Azula are around 14, and Sokka and Zuko are around 16. However, similar to Game of Thrones, the Avatar universe has a somewhat different culturalized sense of age, in which characters are considered more mature at younger ages than in the real world. Number 7. Akame ga Kill. The hero of the anime is Tatsumi, a youngster from a tiny hamlet who battles as a member of the Night Raid. The Night Raid is a group of expert assassins in the Revolutionary Army. Throughout the series, Tatsumi is confronted with moral dilemmas. Akame ga Kill will not age well since the anime murders a large section of the characters while not making the necessary efforts to build them up. During the summer of 2014, the studio White Fox adapted Akame ga Kill. The anime consists of 24 episodes and aired for a single season. Number 6. Powerpuff Girls. An animated television series in the US depicts a trio of preschool-age sisters with superpowers. According to series legend, Professor Utanium was striving to manufacture beautiful little girls in his lab when a strange chemical known as Chemical X was accidentally introduced to the mix. As a consequence, these 3 superheroines with Powerpuff heads were born. Number 5. Dexters Laboratory. This is a Cartoon Network animated television series produced by Jendy Tartakovsky. It follows Dexter, a young genius and inventor who conceals a secret laboratory in his room from his parents. He is often at conflict with Dee Dee, his elder sister, who always manages to obtain access to Dexter's lab and unwittingly foils his projects. Dexter has a savage rivalry with Mandark, a neighbor and classmate who is also a kid genius. In the first 2 seasons, other segments concentrating on superhero-based characters such as Monkey, Dexter's pet lab monkey superhero, and the Justice Friends, a trio of superheroes who share an apartment, are featured. Number 4. Dora the Explorer. The star of the show is Dora Marquez, a 7-year-old Latina girl. She is joined by her talking purple backpack and an anthropomorphic monkey sidekick named Boots on her journeys to do or see new things named for his beloved pair of red boots. In each episode, Dora and Boots are compelled to conquer obstacles or solve riddles as they make their way through the many locations they visit. Number 3. SpongeBob Squarepants. The show follows the adventures of a talking sea sponge that lives in an underwater pineapple in the Bikini Bottom town, works at a fast food restaurant, and goes to boarding school. The show continues to live on in the form of memes and gifs, as well as in our hearts. SpongeBob Squarepants, like other cartoons, doesn't really believe in logic, as seen by its strange usage of water and fire. But there is one element about SpongeBob that has become a mystery because it has been revealed previously, but doesn't exactly fit with the series: his age. With all of this in mind, SpongeBob would be seen to be at least 18 years old, particularly because the characters in the show don't age, but he could be a little too young. Number 2. Daily Lives of High School Boys. The comedic classic Daily Lives of High School Boys is one of the few shows with such a strong sense of individuality. And it's true that these characters never age, which makes sense considering that the show only lasted one season. However, Daily Lives excels at breaching the fourth wall, and the reason the lads are constantly unchanged is due to a single joke made by one of them. When the characters talk about what they want to do after high school, Hidenori points out that it doesn't matter what they say because they'll always be stuck in their second year. The joke exemplifies the anime's evergreen humor and self-awareness. Number 1. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z picks up 5 years after the conclusion of the Dragon Ball anime series, with Goku as a young adult. When a humanoid named Raditz comes on Earth, he reveals that he is Goku's long-lost elder brother and that they are both members of the Saiyans, an almost extinct alien species. Goku also learns that he was supposed to conquer the world, but that a terrible brain injury robbed him of both his memory of the mission and his genuine bloodlust. So, which of these is your favorite? Do let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends.